Hi everyone, welcome back to Academic Addict. If you're using Excel in your day-to-day work, especially in finance, this is something you should definitely know. VLookUp is a simple function that helps you quickly find data instead of searching manually. Remember the word manually, you don't have to do it manually. It's a simple method or a function that we can use in day-to-day work. It's really important because it saves time and reduces errors when working with large Excel sheets. In this video, I'll show you how it works using a simple fruit purchase example in an office probably, just like how it's used in a finance department. Okay, this is the data sheet that we have. So this includes all the information, invoice number, fruit name and the price. So let's say this was prepared by procurement department based on the credit purchases that they have purchased. Okay, so fruit purchase in January 2026 and we have about 20 fruits with prices and all the details. And the finance, let's go to the other tab, the finance. So this is the report that finance is going to update before they make the payment. So they have only received about 7 physical invoices to make the payments out of this full list. Now they need to make the payment for these 7 fruit items. However, now they need to update the fruit name as well as the price number. For the moment, they don't have the full detail to update. Now let's say the purchasing department is going to give them this Excel file, right? Now they have the full data. Now the finance, what finance can usually do is they can check invoice number, go to this sheet, invoice 14, mangosteen 550. They can update that manually. But it is not practical all the time. For example, there are instances and also the situation where the company has about more than 100 and 200 plus transactions or the invoice details and the purchases that we need to extract from. So in situation and instances like that, the finance can use this function. Not just the finance, also when you're doing any work in Excel, you can extract such information from this full data sheet, the raw data sheet. Okay, now what is the function that we can use? The VLookUp. I'll show you how to do the VLookUp now, but before that, make sure the reference that you have, these invoice numbers that you have, is identical in the raw data sheet. So you should have at least one reference item to match or the bridge both sheets. So in this case, it's the invoice number that we have. Now we need to get the fruit name and the price based on the invoice reference. Let's go and do the VLookUp part now. You have to update equal function and then type VLookUp. When you type VLookUp, then you will get this pop-up. Get that, click on that and then open brackets. Click on the cell where you have the unique reference. Put comma. Okay, and then go to the raw data sheet and cover all the data that you have from top to bottom. Okay, so we don't know the invoice numbers like located in top, bottom or like middle because it's all shuffled in the report that you update. Now you have to cover up to price because in your finance summary you need the price as well. So we will go to that part later. So for the time being, you need to cover entire table. Okay, and comma. Now we are updating the fruit name. Because of that, from the invoice reference, this is going to be the second column that you have. If you want to update the price number, you have to put number 3. Okay, so now we are going to update the fruit name. Because of that, from the area that you have covered, the column is number 2. The second column has the data that we want. So you put 2, comma, and false. Update always false at the last part because it will give you the exact data. And close brackets, enter. So it'll get updated with mangosteen. So the Excel will find out the invoice 14 and from the area that we have carved as the data, they will pick the second column and get that data. That's how it works. Now You don't have to do the same thing to each and every line item. So what you can simply do is you can simply drag this down, so you get all the numbers updated, all the names updated. However, there's a problem. So when you drag it, the data that you have covered in the second part of that formula will also go down. So when you drag it down, it will cover one line down. When you drag it for the third time, it will cover this area. So like that, it will also go down parallelly. So that is why the invoice 5 has not been updated accordingly, because it has covered C11 to E30. C11 to E30. So he has taken this area as the data, the covering point. So now he has not picked these 6 line items to match the formula and get the number, get the data. So to avoid this issue, what we can do is, when you update your formula, just put $sign in front of the letter C and 5, and also in front of E, and also in front of 24. So when you update $sign in each, also in front of each letter or the number, even if you drag it down, the area won't change. So when you drag it, this 5 won't become 6, the C won't become D. So it will remain same, the data remains same, the data area remains same. So I'm going to drag it down. You see, now it got updated because it covers the same area that we have updated in the very first formula. Okay, that is clear. Now let's do the second part, the price. Again, same thing, we look up. Unique reference is the invoice number, comma, we go to the data sheet and we are going to cover. Even though you don't get information from this line now, you still have to drag it advance. Okay, now what is the column number? Initially it was number 2, now we need the price. Because of that, 1 2 3 and what is the name? False, close brackets, and enter. Now before we drag, what we have to do, we need to update the $sign in front of letters and the numbers. Done, and we drag it. See, it's all updated. So make sure, so these are the key things that you need to understand and remember. You have to have a unique reference to match the data. So in this case, it's the invoice number. And also when you update the number 2 or 3, it should be based on the area that you are going to cover in the formula, the second part. So when you cover this, if you want the price, it should be 1 2 3. That's how you update the number. And also update the $sign to get the information or the data at once. There's one more thing that I want to explain. So even though these are between 2 sheets, you can still get this work done, like the function done, 2 different Excel sheets as well. So two Excel books actually. So now this is in the same Excel book but 2 different sheets, but you can use the same function in 2 different Excels as well. It works perfectly. So that is about the VLookUp part. So I hope this is actually the basic way of updating VLookUp. There are advanced versions and advanced options that you have in terms of VLookUp and other functions as well, but I tried to explain in the very simplest way. So I hope it helps to update your data. So I wish you all the best in terms of the finance and these Excel work that you do every day. If you have any concerns or any doubts or any questions, you can just drop a text, drop a comment. I will be the happiest to help. All the best.